It's showtime. That's the little message that shows up before we get started, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in today. You are on the mic with Social Studio Gurus, Helena and Michelle. And you know what? We are so excited that you joined us today. Our goal is to help businesses grow by offering marketing tips and strategies via our interactive Facebook group. For those of you who are interested in following, sharing, or liking, meet us here every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You are more than welcome to follow us on our social platforms. They are all listed right here in this broadcast. So, I am Helena Richardson, a former NASA IT specialist and founder of HRichnetworks. So listen, are you frustrated with trying to update your own website? Well, no worries. Our goal at HRichnetworks is to maximize the effectiveness of your website so that we create a professional looking, mobile friendly design at an affordable price so that it is memorable and engaging experience that will connect you with your customers. You can visit our website at www.HRichnetworks.com. Michelle, take it away.
Hi, everybody. My name is Michelle. I own Triangle Social Media, and I help businesses with their social media platforms. I do that in three ways: through platform management, and that might be just Facebook or LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, etc. I come in as admin and help facilitate communication with your potential clients and bring them into your funnel. I create content and share that on your behalf. I can do that for you, managing your platforms, or I can journey along with you and empower you and give you coaching tips to do it better yourself. So the other thing I do is coaching, social media coaching, one-on-one or in groups. And that's just where we have one or more sessions and I empower you with strategies where you could be growing your platforms on your own. And then the third thing I do is workshops, various workshops and meetups, and partnerships, sharing information online through either Zoom or StreamYard, going into groups or on my own platforms, and just helping to encourage business owners. So I invite you to follow my social media platforms and reach out if you have any questions. Michelle at trianglesocialmedia.com.
Awesome. So, Michelle, today we had some questions that were submitted to us, and they were concerning some social media questions. So, one of the questions says, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So, it says, what are your favorite social media platforms?
Well, I get that question asked frequently.
Good one.
Really, there may be ones that I quote enjoy. It might be easier to work with. Maybe you like the interface better, but really, it's about where your people are. So the favorite one is where the most people are engaging on your platforms, right? So probably that would be Facebook, number one, and Instagram and LinkedIn. I would say in that order as far as engagement. And so different people may find different levels of engagement on their platforms. But in a nutshell, that's pretty much a short answer. And then there's just a lot of other things that come into play when you're thinking about what platforms to be on.
Mm-hmm. I like those answers. So that to go into the next question, it says, how many or which platforms should businesses have?
Well, I definitely recommend a business Facebook page. And that being said, really the platforms you should be on, like I said, is where you get the most engagement, where the most feedback and leads are, and where there's just the most activity. So you need to be, proportionately where your people are. So if you're on 3 platforms and you get the most engagement from LinkedIn, then maybe spend most of your time there, but then also spend some time on the other platforms. And just, the the engagement level might change, and you may add different platforms on as you go and as you grow. But I would definitely, especially if you're a new business, I would start, and depending on what your industry is, I would start with a Facebook business page, but really it would take maybe a conversation to help decide, where should I be? Maybe there's a certain platform that fits better to what your specific business or brand is. And so that's pretty much my answer for that one.
And you know what? They just missed a great session that we had recently that covered that. So you guys need to connect with Michelle so that when she has those workshops, it will be very helpful to get you in the right space for your social media. So the last question, Michelle, is what are some tools to help cross promote your content?
Well, this is another common question, and there are lots of tools and helps that you can use to cross promote. You've heard of Hootsuite or Later, Mr. Edgar, and just various other ones. Something to keep in mind that if you have the time and the energy to manage a platform, it's best to post content natively on a platform. You'll get the most reach. When you use an outside source, it can affect the post reach and the algorithm. But like I always say, if that helps you manage your time, then it's most important to get the content out there versus not doing it. So just weigh it out for yourself. And if using a tool helps you, by all means, do it, because that's going to be the most effective for you. If you can and do have the time, post natively whenever you can.
Yes, awesome. So that's all of our questions for today, Michelle. But in closing, do you have any last remarks or just to highlight what's been going on in the news about social media?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that a lot of people, depending on what your business is, you may be struggling. You may not be able to do business, or you may have already closed. You might be struggling. You might be doing great. And I guess it really just depends on how you were able to continue or pivot or not continue during this COVID time. So I feel for you, and I have tried to, that's why one of the reasons why I became a lot more active doing videos. Number one, I just needed to be doing videos because in general, I tell everybody else to do that, and I need to practice what I preach. So I encourage you, do videos and talk about your product or your service. It will help you. And, reach out if there's anything that we could do to support you and help you, give you advice, or, just some marketing tips specific. You can go ahead and comment in the thread here. This video will remain in the various places, but, join the Facebook group, Social Studio. And, we just hope that through what we're doing, we can kind of encourage you guys. And, but definitely come away with, do videos for your business. It will really help the reach and bottom line, help expand your brand.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I guess that we're pretty much done for today. We can close shop and just keep it short and sweet and invite you to continue following, ask questions. Each week we come back, with other questions that we receive. And if you have one, we'll address yours. And we just hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll just say goodbye. We'll see you next week, every Thursday.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.